spent this summer, and then the fall happened, and then I was determined to do Kyoto in the winter, which has happened to be my senior year in high school. So I had a week of spring break. Now all my friends are saying, well, we're going to Miami, and we're going to enjoy our very last senior in college. Yo, party. What are you doing? Oh, I'm going to state retreat. Why? The truth was that even though I had already read a lot about Zen, and I had read a lot about how when you don't know, all your likes and dislikes disappear, and it's okay, you can be free and enter nirvana and then help this world. You can read all of that. But at that time I was suffering greatly. It's great suffering. Even if you understood that, it wasn't helping. Because it's not just about understanding it, or even getting a small flavor on it when the teacher hits you. Yeah, that's a little bit of a, okay. But how do you cultivate that? So I said, I'm going to try this practice. It sounds really hard, it sounds crazy, but I'm going to do it. And the reason I was suffering so greatly, apart from not understanding myself, is because I wanted something. At that time, I was madly in love. I had one of those mind-blowing crushes that you just shakes you up, and of course, I wasn't getting it. But on top of not getting that, there was frost added to the snow. There was insult added to injury. It was perfectly okay for a Latin Catholic boy like me to be madly in love with a woman as long as she was a woman. And that was not the case for me. So that was very hard, because ideas of disappointing my parents, how would I fit in? I was taught that this is wrong. There's a problem, that I had a problem. So I kept it quiet, all inside. So love, confusion, potential failure, all these ideas just weighed very heavily in my heart. It's carrying a very, very, very heavy burden. And I had never told a soul about it. So I went to Kyoto, and it was Zen Master Kwan. I wish he were here today to thank him. Because first interview, I finally started to feel comfortable enough to tell somebody, hey, this guy is supposed to have enlightenment, meaning that he doesn't judge, meaning that he's somebody that I could probably just tell him what's going on. It was not easy, but I did. So he was trying to get it out of me because it really wasn't flowing. He was like, well, I'm in love, but it's the wrong person. And he goes, well, what's so wrong? What's wrong with her? Is she your cousin? And I'm like, and I was able to say, it's not really a she. And then he turned red. He's like, I'm so sorry. First he apologized to me. I just told him this awful thing. I thought it was awful, and he's apologizing to me. He goes, I'm very sorry for thinking that. No problem. No problem. You sure? No problem? Yeah, no problem. And he goes, do you know what barnacles are? Very Zen style. Like, what? Now, I grew up in South America right on the beach. So it took a little bit of back and forth explanation to understand that he was talking about those pesky crustaceans that kind of stick to the bottom of the boat if you leave them in the water too long. You have to keep cleaning them. So he goes, so finally I agreed, yes, I know what barnacles are. And he said, human beings are like barnacles. We don't choose what boat we stick to. That may be funny to you. To me, it was like somebody took a 10,000-pound weight off my shoulders and put it to the side. I remember walking out of that interview. I don't remember what happened after. I probably fell upon, whatever. But I'm walking by and I'm smiling. I just can't help but smile. It's like, oh, it's not my fault. I am not this karma. I am not gay or straight or even a man or a woman or Latin or anything. It's just, oh, that's not who we are. But one more important thing became clear. How do you know to say that? just at that moment, just when I really needed to hear something like that, unexpected, spontaneous. I don't think he had the Zen Master's Guide to Answering Questions when people come. We use number 25 now. He just, I said, if practice is able to do that, if practice unlocks this innate wisdom to just say something when somebody just needs to hear it and help them put that burden down, that is something that I need to invest on.